Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They, too, come in off the bye, so we should have two teams that are eager to get back at it.
And players are creatures of habit. You can bet they enjoyed the time off, but you know they're also ready to get right back into the swing of things.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Strip that ball.
2nd and 6. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Kevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night?
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 60 or. 55, come on. Watch the run. Watch the run. Let it go. Let it go.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Win. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Elliott. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott now. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. 55.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And some room to run now. Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that because that's where his head needs to be, exactly what you said. Yes, there have been mistakes made, but he's got to move on and play the next play as if it didn't happen, keep his confidence up. But how about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've got to be feeling great about what's going on right now. They've already gotten to him a few times. They want to keep that up. Maybe they can pick off a few more.
They disrupted already for 3 INTs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throw left side complete. It's Weber.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Definitely belongs.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. From the 24, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The kick by Joseph is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not caught.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
You must be dreaming. Clear. Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott from the gun. That one complete to Elliott. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Joseph is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit, a big one for the Lions, as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, should be a good one there, between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
You don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chomp into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Frank, 56.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
10th carry now for Elliott. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Go now. 8, read. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Sit.
Looking to throw on second down. Win. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Win. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the counter, Elliott. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long. And they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Prescott yet again. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, that one complete to Anderson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. He completes it to Wilson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Neil Sterling, his first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Win. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Coleman. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman now. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. This is Coleman. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for San Francisco, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.